Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Donnelly with Barrier-Free Contractors, and this is the Accessible Barrier-Free Homes channel combined with the Accessing My Home podcast. I get a little 2-for-1 here. I like that. And we're speaking and collaborating with some of the best experts in the mobility world and financial world, advocating and promoting fantastic accessibility solutions for those with mobility challenges. Today, we're speaking with Mynor Ramos, owner of TOC Agency. And Mynor is an expert on many financial issues with a huge background on real estate, mortgage, insurance, and understands the importance of setting up many financial documents, especially for those with mobility challenges and anyone, especially those that have children with special needs. And today we'll touch on various aspects of all kinds of different things that we're going to talk about. And I want to thank you, Mynor, for doing this with us today.
Oh, it's my pleasure, Mike. It's really excited about partnering with you because really when you come at it from the aspect of helping others, so many things really open up. So thank you for having me on here with you.
Great stuff. All right, so today, Mynor, how about you start us off with your expertise on? Let's talk about disability advocacy and disability for deaf, for just in general, what your perspective is and why you're so interested in this.
It is. So what I'll do is, for your audience and everyone, I think it's easier if people remember a story, remember like a reference point. So my story, and I want you to really look into this. I'm wearing purple today. I wanted to do it specifically for our time together today. And the reason why is my daughter Kayla, that is her favorite color, and so she actually was the one that taught me about aspects of disability, the advocacy, and more importantly, the ASL community, all those folks in the American Sign Language community. So making that connection, I want to help you understand, my background. I have an HR degree, and I did learn all the legislation from, Americans with Disabilities Acts, the concept of not discriminating in the realm of retirement, ERISA. All of those things are important, but they don't come together until you have someone who can connect you with that community. So the story of Kayla is that in August of 2021, she became very, very sick. She went into ICU, and then 4 months later, she went into eternity. Now she's 25 years old, and this is her legacy. This is her story. This is what she was about. And so when I talk about advocacy, what she taught me was, in her world, when she learned about the deaf community, it was through her working at Chick-Fil-A, right? So now the story gets a little bit nicer there. She was working at Chick-Fil-A. She recognized an individual that didn't have the ability to speak like you and I, or to be able to hear like you and I, and that she was in school, ready to do something in arts. Well, she changed her major to ASL, and she became an ASL interpreter. Now, she was one semester away from getting her degree at the University of South Florida in Tampa. When we did her celebration of life, the school came and gave her an honorary degree. They issued her degree. Wow. In ASL. I mean, that is powerful.
Yes, it is.
And that connects me to her story, and her legacy is that we're going to continue what she started. And her heart was with people who didn't have, advantages, or were disadvantaged in some form or another. And people with mobility issues, people with hearing, hard of hearing, people with, the blind and the deaf were dear to her heart. So sorry for that, lengthy explanation, but I think that this will be the way that people will remember why we're here.
So Kayla she's one of those advocates for the deaf. Now you have taken that ball and run with it. Explain what you are doing now to be able to take this to the next level.
So it is my privilege. A lot of people, when they hear a commercial, right? You see these commercials for attorneys, right? And it'll say on the bottom, like, this person is a spokesperson, is not an attorney or something along those lines. Well, I take that same concept and go, I am not an ASL interpreter. I have no idea about like how to do what she does. But what I learned was her passion for ASL. So she connected us through her different, anything that she did. She connected us to the ASL community. So I have an open forum with anybody who is in the ASL community. And so what that did is it opened up my eyes to the other realities. I'll give you a quick example. When I started hearing what you're doing with, accessible homes, what the connection that came together was somebody who is deaf or hard of hearing and has an emergency, maybe like a hurricane goes through the area, they're not going to hear any of this stuff that you and I, maybe an alarm or something like that, right? But what if their home or their apartment or wherever their dwelling place is was retrofitted or maybe built to alert them, maybe some high, super, strobe lights or something, maybe an Apple Watch or something that gives them some kind of alert, something like that is what I realized they needed to, to have the access to it. So my heart was, the only way that I can do this is if I become an advocate for those with disability or mobility issues. And that's what kind of opened up the conversation between you and I.
Well, that's good stuff. All right, so I want to do a little bit more with this. We're going to get more technical, but right now we're going to call it a day. We're going to end this, and then we're going to do another video over the next couple more in depth on this smart technology and the various aspects of your advocacy. Is that good with you?
That sounds great. Thank
All
you
right,
so much,
all
Mike.
right. Hang tough on that one because I'm going to say goodbye to you again in a second. So in this case, folks, thanks a lot for watching this. And you've already gotten a tremendous of insight from Mynor on what he does and how he does it and where he's going with this. And I love that. So if you found this of great value to you, please subscribe to our channel, ring the bell to receive our new videos as they get posted. And one more time, thanks, Mynor. I really appreciate it. Take care, man.
Bye now.